Hello, High Flyer Radio fans. It is me, your host, Ayden Byrnes. We are here today. Another beautiful Saturday in the world of professional wrestling, sports entertainment, all that good stuff, man. But as you guys noticed, man, I am not Raul Alejandro Mendoza. He is at work today. So we're here, special start time. We're going a little early today because I am going to go be attending Ring of Honor Final Battle. We'll be breaking that down in just a moment. But with me today, y'all know him. Y'all love him. Young Yoda. Brad. What's going on,
What's
man?
up,
Thank you for
everybody?
joining the show today.
Thank you, Ayden. Thank you, Ayden, for having me. Glad to be here. Glad to be supporting the network as one should be, unlike some who can't seem to make it out of corporate anytime other than to make pre-recorded videos. But, I'm glad to be here. The champ sends his regards. He's out there doing, signings and all that. So,
Oh, yeah.
glad I could
Big
make
signings, big photo shoots. He's actually
Yeah.
at Ring of Honor Final Battle.
Yeah.
He's going to be replacing Claudio in the main event. We're going to unify the Ring of Honor title.
I don't know how he's going to do that Claudio spin move, but we're going to see. We're going to see it happen.
Yeah, and something else, if you guys want to see it happen live, grab a seat, SeatGeek.com, use the code The Nerd Corps, TheNerdCorps for $20 off your first purchase. Man, boy, look at that graphic, man. Who did that? Who did that graphic, man? Y'all know who did that graphic, man.
I mean,
Shout
hopefully
out
y'all
to
can't tell who it is. So otherwise WWE be coming after my ass.
Anyways, man, but man, fuck it. Let's go ahead and let's hop right into it, man. Speaking of WWE, go ahead. We've got NXT Deadline tonight on the network, the final Ring of Honor pay-per-view of the year, or PLE, whatever terminology that you guys like to have. So we've got the card
on the network.
Whoa.
Ring of Honor pay-per-view of the year, or PLE.
Well, tonight on the network.
I didn't mean for that to happen. But anyways, man. See, now I'm all
sorry, my voice changed a little there.
But tonight, NXT Deadline, we've got Alba Fire versus boy, who is this? See, man, okay, I'm sorry, guys.
I'm a little off on the NXT. I don't know exactly who's all in it.
Yeah, bro. We don't listen. If you guys watch the show, you guys know how we are with NXT, man. We since 2019, bro. We have no idea what the fuck is going on in NXT. But okay, now I'm prepared. Now I got it. Okay, tonight NXT, we've got Alba Fire versus Isla Dawn. Cool. Braun Breaker versus Apollo Crews. They just got back from the
I know them.
trip.
There, I know them too.
Yeah, I know those guys. Yeah, I know those guys.
Hey,
you know who else you know? The New Day. The New Day.
Why is the New Day on NXT? Triple H, what are we doing?
Oh, see, my question is, why is Pretty Deadly the NXT Tag Team Champions? That's my problem.
Especially with the New Day there, apparently.
Yeah, so
maybe that's supposed to change with this. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Well, NXT Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly defend against the New Day, and then the big gimmick of this show, which I'm going to read off the rules to this match, and this is going to be a live reaction. No, literally, bro. Who is that? But that shit is fine. That looks fucking
Is it Orange Cassidy as Fire Ant again?
We're live reacting to the NXT roster.
They have to do upside down. What the fuck?
So we've got who are these guys? Damn, we're bearing the talent, bro. What a great start we're off today on High Flyer Radio. We've got Axiom.
I mean, what's this dude got with the emo hair?
Yeah,
parted. It's fucking weird.
We've got
AJ Styles light up in here.
Axiom versus Carmelo Hayes versus Grayson Waller versus JD McDonough versus Joe Gacy in an Iron Survivor match. Winner gets a number one contender shot at the NXT title, and then we've got the women's one as well with
who's the Fire Ranger then?
Axiom.
Power Ranger.
I'm intrigued to see that tonight. We've got Cora Jade versus Indy Hartwell versus Kiana James versus Roxanne Perez. Roxy, the OG, versus Zoe Starks.
All right, I'm more excited about the women's match there because I have no idea who the other fucking guys are.
Yeah,
I heard some names on the women's card where I'm like, oh, I know Cora Jade. I've heard that before.
And I'm gonna read the rules to you guys right now, and this is my my first reaction to these rules. I'm sure this is going to be your first reaction to these rules, Brad.
Is it a 6-sided ring? Is that? Are we getting one of those again?
It's TNA. Iron Survivor Challenge match rules. 5 superstars will compete in this unique 25-minute match as they battle each other and the clock. 2 superstars will start the match, and every 5 minutes, a new superstar will enter the match until all 5 are in the ring. The goal is to have the most falls when the clock hits 25 minutes. Falls can be won at any time via pinfall, submission, or disqualification. When a superstar scores a fall, they will earn 1 point. However, when a superstar loses a fall, that superstar must pay the penalty. They are forced out of the ring and into a penalty box for 90 seconds. Once the 90 seconds are up, the superstar can re-enter the match. The superstar who has scored the most falls when the clock hits 25 minutes will be named the Iron Survivor and will become the #1 contender to the NXT championships, respectively.
Is this match taking place in Canada?
Yeah.
Fucking hockey rules up in here.
What the fuck?
How many refs are they going to have
box
for this to count when like people are getting like pinfalls and shit?
Dog,
Is it pinfall anywhere, or does it have to be in the ring?
I assume it's got to be in the ring because it doesn't seem like
outside.
It's. But it's just like, bro, what are these rules?
Why is this so complicated?
It's way too complicated, bro. Like I'm rereading this shit right now. So like, essentially, if you're the guy who's like last to enter, bro, like
look who's waiting in the background.
I got my y'all know, man. It's that man.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Coming hot from the Gamer Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fire stream, guys. Especially the last hour that y'all gotta hop on, man. It was a good time.
Last 20-30 minutes where we came and just ruined the show.
No, y'all didn't ruin it. Y'all just added to it. It was pretty good. It was pretty good toward the end. So
yeah.
you know.
I just want to know why we were talking about Bill Clinton in there. Like,
put Joey Ryan in the penalty box as an incentive.
You know, that would actually make it like I would watch it if you just stuck in like a huge motherfucker in the box and he just wails on him for 90 seconds. Now that's a penalty.
So Keon, I'm gonna give this to you one more time. So we got the NXT card tonight. We've got Alba Fire versus whoever. We've got Braun Breaker and Apollo Crews, which should be fine. We've got the New Day in NXT.
I don't know the New Day's on NXT.
Yeah, that's. I think
true. That did throw me off.
I think they're gonna be winning too, which is kind of wild.
I would hope.
I'm 100%. I'm 99% expecting them to win.
We've got the Red Ranger from Power Rangers.
Yeah, we got 4 guys versus the Red Ranger.
Hey, I have to pull up the Power Ranger from. Okay, y'all riff real quick while I pull up the Mystic Force because that is it. I'm telling you.
Just, like, do they have a name to the Power Ranger? Or is this just like Mystery Man?
I think his name is Axiom, bro. I don't know what that means.
Have we seen him ever? Is this new?
Yo,
it's NXT,
bro.
so none of us have been paying enough attention, probably. Like, we only know Braun Breaker, and that's about it.
Bro.
Cora Jade.
Y'all cannot tell me, bro, that Axiom is not the Red Ranger from Power Rangers Mystic Force, bro. I've got it.
Yeah,
y'all cannot tell me
that.
I
that
mean,
really
that's pretty close. That's
bro.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw him was like, that's a Power Ranger.
Anyways, so every 5 minutes a new person enters the match. So my thing is like, if you're the 5th dude to enter and like somebody scored like 6 pinfalls, how the fuck are you gonna win?
I mean, you gotta be really quick.
Make sense.
No, like these rules are just hard. I mean, it's too complicated. Like, you don't need this complicated of a match in wrestling. It's fucking wrestling. Like, you know, maybe 6 people. Like, is it just a 6? This is like the 3-on-3. The Bloodline versus the Brutes. It's like that shit. Why don't you just do that shit?
Yeah, it's too complicated. But I kind of, we'll talk. We'll mainly discuss. So, who do we think out of these 5 guys is going to be winning this? I really, for one, I hope
I'm
it's
not gonna
Carmelo
lie.
Hayes. What's up, Keon?
I'm gonna choose the guy with the fucked up hair.
Joe Gacy.
I guess the one with the creepy
Gacy.
smile.
What's
I'm
up,
not gonna
Keon?
lie, bro. I gotta go with the Red Ranger, bro.
Yeah,
Nobody
you
beats
guys
the Red
at this
Ranger.
point.
I have to.
Listen, bro. If y'all were not rocking with Power Rangers Mystic Force, man, that was the shit, bro. The little phone with the crystals, dog.
Yeah,
boy,
yeah.
that shit was
That shit
lit.
was heat, boy.
But me, man, I really hope that
Heat.
Carmelo Hayes wins this, man. I think, honestly, if there's been anybody in NXT that has that same star power that Braun Breaker has, it's Carmelo Hayes. I think it's time for Carmelo to be able to win the NXT World title at this point and really show, like, is this a guy who can carry this company in the future? Because I think we've seen that Braun Breaker can. I think Braun Breaker has really strong potential as an upper mid card. Yeah, I think it's about time to bring Braun up to the main roster. I think maybe him losing it right before Rumble and then showing up through the Rumble and then maybe showing up on like a WrestleMania pre-show or something like that. I think that's really the right direction to go with a one Braun Breaker right now.
I mean, and then a Braun Breaker versus Gunther match. Come on.
Hey, I'm here for that one, man. Mm-hmm. We need a Edge versus Braun Breaker, Spear versus Spear. That'd be pretty lit.
Oh,
but we've got this this women's Iron Survivor match. Listen, I think I don't know, man. I think it's just time to end Mandy Rose's reign, and I think that whoever wins this needs to do it. I think it should be Roxy, just because y'all know how I feel about Roxy. Roxy's one of the GOATs, man. Like I've been saying it since she was on the Indies, man. Roxy is a future WrestleMania night 1, night 2 main eventer, bro. Like Roxy has everything that you need in a superstar. Any thoughts on any of these women? If you guys are familiar with the NXT roster,
I think I've seen the one in the hat before.
that's journalism right here, guys. Last NXT deadline, and we've hit our deadline. I think we're done. I think we're moving on. But speaking of hitting deadlines, bro, somebody whose name just has been all over the media all year, man. The rumors are saying a one Sasha Banks, Mercedes Valentino. Yeah, can't remember.
Bernardo.
Yeah, something like that, is showing up at Wrestle Kingdom 17 this year. It is not said that she's going to be like participating in any matches, even though she did kind of troll us earlier in the year with like a graphic of saying potentially that she and Kairi Sane would be having a match together. But the rumors are really heating up, man, that AEW might have a lock on Sasha Banks, bro. There's a whole thing going on. Soraya's got a mystery opponent in a big tag match between Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. Who's the mystery opponent going to be? You've got a lot of women in the locker room saying, Sasha Banks would really be appreciated here. She would be a great anchor for the women's division. I think with Jamie Hayter now becoming the women's world champion, the undisputed AEW women's world champion, Saraya coming in and not having an awful match at Full Gear, I will say. Like, it wasn't the best match I'd seen, but for someone who's been out of the ring as long as Saraya has, like, you have to give respect where it's due, and she does bring in those eyeballs. I think adding a name like Sasha Banks to your AEW roster, man, it can really do a lot for your division. So I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about Sasha Banks maybe being at Wrestle Kingdom, joining the AEW locker room?
I mean, I think if you add Sasha Banks to your company, that's a win in any regard. But you think this leads, if she's wrestling for, or if she's at New Japan, like a forbidden door kind of thing, and they bring her in then?
Brad, I think you might have just hit something, because the rumors were, we know that we are getting Forbidden Door 2. Like, we know that is happening. Tony Khan has said it's happening. People over at New Japan have said it's happening. Like, it's imminent. We don't know when, but the rumors were that it would be early 2023, if anything, like potentially March, April-ish, kind of in that range. So maybe her showing up at Wrestle Kingdom
Kind of a
and
hint.
a little hint, like a little drop, and then she makes the debut at Forbidden Door. I mean, we just had Kairi Sane, who won the first ever IWGP Women's World Championship. So maybe Sasha Banks goes in and becomes the second.
I mean, that's a way to sell your show for sure, is just leave little tidbits here and there.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, go watch Forbidden Door.
I had like a interesting thought. So like, you know, with the rumors of Sasha Banks possibly going to AEW, do you think that it then sets a precedent for Naomi to go to AEW as well? Because I may just be stretching a little bit, but there have been like pictures like floating around, and it's on her Instagram, of Naomi hanging out with what's her name?
Like Sasha.
No, not Sasha.
Naomi hanging
Jeez, how did I forget her name? The AEW women's champion.
Oh, Jamie Hayter? She was with Jamie Hayter?
No,
she
not
was with
her.
Britt Baker?
Britt Baker,
No.
Thunder Rosa.
The black girl.
The black girl. Damn, I don't even know if AEW does AEW have a black woman.
Yeah,
on the roster?
they have Athena.
Jade.
No, Jade.
The
Bianca
and Athena. There's Athena.
Jade Carter. Jesus Christ. How did I forget her name, bro?
We're all journalism. We're all
great journalism, right?
Thank you guys so much.
Left. Any viewers have just gone. Even dipped.
I really apologize. That's my fault.
I don't know what the hell's going on there.
It's early, guys. We're used to doing night shows.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh, bro.
Yeah, following the NXT, we don't know any of these people. We've gone to we can't remember fucking Jade's name.
Oh man,
dude, anyways. I haven't had any breakfast, so my brain is kind of like scrambled.
Keon's on low blood sugar mode right now.
Listen, man, I'm drinking my electrolytes. I'm like, hold up, I
got some green tea.
I host a wrestling show. Is that what I do? Is that what we're doing here? We're talking about.
I don't know. I got a text from Ayden earlier just to show up, so I'm here.
Listen, man.
Oh man, I apologize. That's my fault.
Anyway, so you're saying that is there a possibility that Trinity Fatu, aka a one Naomi, is going to show up in AEW and maybe be with Jade Cargill?
Yeah.
Or WWE gives a really big paycheck to keep Naomi somehow.
I think if anything, I do see Naomi being someone who actually does stay within that WWE family, especially now with Triple H being in charge, because it seemed as though a lot of her problems might have been with more so Vince specifically. And now with the bloodline still being a thing, I think that there's room. I think a lot of us for a while we thought, oh man, we got another guest joining us today.
Damn.
Guys, someone we haven't seen since the Money in the Bank watch along, making his official podcast debut on High Fly Radio. We got the homie Patrick up in here, man.
Woo. Hello. Thank you for inviting me on such a busy day.
I know, bro. I feel so bad. We have shuffled the show around like 8 times. You and I were initially supposed to host the show together. Me and Keon were going to host the show together. Brad didn't know if he was going to be on. Raul's never on the show anymore. He's like Roman. He's just a part-time.
He's
the
champ. He's doing signings, man. Like he's for the fans. Right. What do you want?
Yeah, but what's up, Patrick?
Not much. Where are we talking about right now?
We're talking Sasha. We're talking Naomi. Potentials that Sasha is going to be showing up in AEW. The rumors are that she's over there. She's going to be over there in Japan for Wrestle Kingdom. We're just discussing what are the possibilities that you might think that Sasha shows up in New Japan. What do you think that she might show up in AEW? Pretty much a topic that we've been hitting on all year, but it seems as though there's a lot of momentum right now going in this direction.
Yeah, especially with the January 4th show, they want to get introduce Stardom to Wrestle Kingdom in a big way. What better way to get one of the biggest American stars to cross over?
Yep. And I think Brad hit it, dude. You know, Tony Khan has said Forbidden Door 2 is happening. You know, there was a lot of early reports that Forbidden Door 2 was going to be an early in the year show. I think that honestly, I think Sasha showing up at Wrestle Kingdom makes a lot of sense. You set up something for Forbidden Door. If she is going to AEW, there's been a lot of women on the AEW locker room that are saying that they want Sasha there. They think she would be beneficial for the company. So I think it just makes sense.
Also, Jade Cargill versus Sasha Banks. That sounds like money to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. If you can find anybody to take the TBS title off of Jade Cargill and you do it with Sasha, bro.
Yeah,
Bow
that would
Wow
be the one person
at Sasha's corner.
Oh yeah. That Bow Wow in Sasha's corner. Is that where you think this storyline is going,
There we
bro?
go. Shad Moss coming out with Sasha. What if Jade Cargill gets Snoop to turn on Sasha?
Oh, we've already seen Snoop on
My
AEW,
ride.
so it is not out of the realm of possibility, bro. I think, guys, I think
I'm just glad Patrick got Jade's name right away while all of us here were fumbling.
Bro,
That's how you get me on the show.
that's why he's here, man. He's here to be an intellectual, man. And
I liked how Ayden was like, who are all the black female wrestlers in AEW? And we're just naming them all except for Jade.
Name everybody but Jade. Kira Hogan, Red Velvet,
Athena.
Willow,
Yeah.
Athena.
Oh man.
Yeah, but speaking of black AEW talent, man, Ricky Starks, bro.
Oh man.
Oh,
Bringing the heat.
Listen, man, if y'all been watching the show since the beginning of the year, y'all know I'm eating my crow a little bit about Ricky Starks. I've been saying for a while, I'm like, yeah, I like Ricky, but I don't see it yet. But if there was ever a moment that Ricky Starks showed it was this past week, man. He won the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal and a great finish, and then he had this amazing promo off with Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the AEW World Champion, setting up for the match next week at Winter's Coming. I'm gonna pass it to Patrick first. Patrick, man, I don't even like the question. What is the question I'm trying to get to here? What do you think about Ricky Starks, man? Like, is this somebody you need to watch?
Was I one of the 5 people that actually watched the first few episodes of NWA Power? Because Ricky Starks was killing it in that studio show to nobody. And I was just like, who is this guy? Why has no one scooped him up yet? And I think this has been a long time coming. I feel like last summer when he was with Team Taz, he had some momentum with him when he was the FTW champion. And I think kind of with all the new debuts and stuff, he was one of the people that got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I feel like in the past few months with AEW, they've been kind of folding in some of these established talents back into the storylines.
Yeah.
And I think Ricky Starks is one of the people who is benefiting from that. And his natural charisma is just shining on through.
Yeah, absolutely. Keon, bro, what you think about Ricky Starks, man?
Ooh, boy, that promo he cut on MJF was...
I stuck the mole off of your neck.
Yo, he read him like a book, bro. That he said, your shoes are nasty, your shirt's never ironed. He just like went through his whole fit
and man brought up eczema,
cooking him. Yeah, he said you put makeup you put tan over your eczema. Like
looks like ants eating your back up or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah, he absolutely cooked MJF, and it was by far. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't know much about Ricky Starks, but like prior to like really getting into AEW, but like tonight's promo, oh boy, I'm all in. I love Ricky Starks. He's a character.
Yeah.
Like a very unique character.
Yeah, for sure, man. Brad, man.
I didn't know Ricky was that good on the mic. Let's be honest. MJF, when he started, MJF's always good on the fucking mic. So when he started and he got the whole pebble chanting, and I'm like, oh, it's another fucking done. And then, Ricky comes out, maxi pad on his ass, and it's just like, God damn, okay.
Yep.
like, oh, MJF is on fire. Somebody put him out because like that has to burn. But yeah.
But can we also give MJF credit for kind of like just selling Ricky Starks, even taking that spear and throwing off his shoes the way he did.
Yep.
He made Ricky Starks feel like a star just as much as Ricky Starks himself did.
That was one of the I'm not shitting you guys. That was one of the greatest spears I've ever seen in professional wrestling, bro. Like it was magic. It felt like one of those moments where it was like, boom, he's made. Like Ricky Starks is good. Like we're all on the we're like, oh yeah, Ricky Starks, AEW World Champion at the end of 2023, right? Like he's gonna be the guy to take the title off of MJF.
He's not.
I want to see him win.
He's not going to win in this next match, but
no, but the thing is, I want to see Ricky Starks win the AEW World Championship next week, and they did that in this 1 week of this build-up, man. Yeah. But the one thing that I will say that I do feel like is kind of a bummer is they made up this whole thing about how the Dynamite Diamond, ring Battle Royale winner was going to be able to challenge anytime, anywhere. So in my head, I'm like, okay, MJF is going to retain the world title. He cheats using the Dynamite Diamond ring, which, by the way, it's ridiculous that we're going back to it now that we made a whole big point about William Regal being like, you need to give up the ring and you need to switch to the brass knucks. But now MJF turned on Regal, so now I guess the brass knucks are done, and I guess the Dynamite Diamond ring is back in. Doesn't make any sense. But I just felt like after a moment like this, man, Ricky Starks deserves something, bro. And maybe in MJF using the ring to cheat like he always does, Ricky getting pissed, and then as soon as Max turns his back, Ricky, being like, I'm cashing in that Dynamite Diamond ring shot right now. And then as soon as Max turns around and Ricky hits him with another spear, 1, 2, 3, and then Ricky does the little pose at the top of with the ring. He kisses the ring. Come on, guys. Why don't Tony Khan, bro? What are you doing, man? Why are we now making it winner takes all, bro? You should have given Ricky something, man. That's the only thing I'll say about it, bro. But damn, bro, Ricky Starks. Patrick's right, man. MJF talked about the Billy Corgan NWA. I was not watching, but Patrick was watching. Patrick knew.
I watched 2 episodes, but Ricky Starks stood out. Him and Trevor Murdoch.
Yep. And that's it, man. But Ricky Starks, man, I can't wait to see how this dude develops next year. I think
well, we knew he was talented from before. We knew he could wrestle.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't know if he was a star. And
yeah.
This proves he has star potential.
I really hope they have something good for him coming out of this MJF feud, man, because Ricky Starks, man, that's somebody that you need to strap the belt to and keep things moving forward. But moving forward onto the next topic, tonight, guys, or I guess in like an hour, which is the reason why we had to bump this show up, because now I'm going. We got the Ring of Honor final battle pay-per-view tonight. I'll read off the card real quick. We've got the 0 Hour with the Kingdom versus Top Flight. Shout out to honorary High Flyer Radio champion Dante Martin, the big homie. Shout out. I'm gonna hit you up tonight. Then we got Willow Nightingale versus Trish Adora. Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange versus Shinobi Shadow Squad. Shinobi Shadow Squad. I don't know, bro. I don't watch wrestling. We've got Mascara. Yeah, bro. I don't.
Hey, Mascara Dorado, Red Power Ranger.
What Patrick said versus
Mascara Dorado, former Grand Metalik.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, he's great.
Jeff Cobb, bro. Oh my god, bro. I get to see Jeff Cobb live. Holy shit. I literally just popped myself. Speaking of popping myself, we've got Shane Taylor and JD Griffey versus Swerve in Our Glory. When are these two gonna fucking break up?
Yeah, that's my question.
Dalton Castle and the Boys versus the Gates of Agony and Brian Cage and the Ring of Honor 6-man tag titles.
Oh, that's gonna be good. We've
got Mercedes Martinez versus Athena in her home city of Dallas, Texas tonight for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. We've got Daniel Garcia versus Wheeler Yuta 2?
Part 2? This is part 2, right?
Yeah, I think this is the second time that they're going up against each other for the Ring of Honor Pure title. And the last time, man, it was just absolute magic. So I can't wait to see this one. We've got the Ring of Honor World Television Championship on the line. Samoa Joe versus Rock Hard Juice Robinson. Guys, y'all know how I feel about Juice Robinson.
Shit.
Listen, man, I get to see Juice Robinson live, bro. Listen, guys. If y'all are not a fan of Juice Robinson, your dick's not hard enough. Moving on, we've got FTR versus
Blue
them
Chew?
boys.
We don't have that sponsorship yet, but
We don't have that one yet. We're working on it. We've got FTR versus the Briscoe brothers in a double dog collar match for the Ring of Honor World.
That sounds insane by itself.
So are they all connected to like one central location, or is it just like
that'd be cool if all of them were just connected
with Jay and then
that's what I was
the other one?
Too. That's what I was wondering too. I'm like, okay, is everybody like on the same
chain?
What the
like,
fuck?
Yeah, like, it's a pole in the middle.
Or is it like just two separate?
Right.
Because either way, like I think it's gonna be two separate because you can fucking do more than if you had them all chained together.
Yeah,
but it would be funny.
It would be funny. And then we've got Jericho versus Claudio again. But guys, we're here to talk about the Briscoes versus FTR, man. I mean, these guys, like, I'm telling you, I've never seen a match like FTR versus Briscoes won, let alone their second match with the 2 out of 3 falls, man. Incredible stuff between these guys. I don't know what the state of the Ring of Honor TV is going to be after the end of this pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure we're going to be finding out tonight. But I don't know, man. What do you guys think about this Ring of Honor card, man? It's pretty fucking stacked, man. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 matches.
Why does Tony Khan do so many
Tony
fucking
Khan
matches,
fashion, bro?
Why does every pay-per-view have to be 8 hours?
I'm not gonna be watching it like anyway, but it's like
I mean, like you're totally getting your money's worth, I guess, when it comes to this, unlike UFC when they knock them out in the first round. But still, it's just so many matches.
But at least, and I'll say I'm very excited to watch the music video compilation of these matches, like I normally do. But I feel like there's at least a good variety of types of matches and types of styles. Yeah. So, like Jericho Castagnoli is going to be different than Wheeler Yuta versus Garcia. The tag team matches are going to be different from each other. Just going to be different styles. Even the women's matches will be different from the pre-show and what's actually on the card.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say I need them to break up Swerve in Our Glory because I need to see a Keith Lee versus Samoa Joe. That's all I really want. Two big meaty men.
Damn, man.
Meeting in that ring.
Did Samoa Joe and Keith Lee ever cross paths in WWE? I don't think so. Because I think they sent Joe back to NXT when Keith was on Raw. So I don't think that they ever. The
12
light
matches.
Card
that's a light card for Tony Khan production, isn't it?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, bit. I guess so, Stacy. We've seen it up to what, 15?
I'm super pumped for this Daniel Garcia Wheeler Yuta that's going to be good. Can we talk about like, did Tony Khan just like forget that Daniel Garcia was like one of the most over guys in the company for like 6 weeks straight, and they just kind of were like, let's put Sammy Guevara back in there because everybody fucking loves Sammy Guevara. I mean, I'm watching Dynamite this past Wednesday. There's "fuck you, Sammy" chants, and he's not even out there. He wasn't even out there. Like,
yeah.
What are we doing? Yeah. Why are we getting Chris Jericho versus Claudio again when the story was so set up for Daniel Garcia to become the next Ring of Honor World Champion?
I don't think Tony
right there.
I don't think Tony Khan I think Tony Khan has a little bit ADHD along with the little habit that goes on where he's not always paying attention. So he just throws random shit at the wall. It's kind of like the Orange Cassidy thing. Like, why is Orange Cassidy versus like 3 people every fucking time?
Yeah,
that's just too much work for him.
This FTR Briscoes, man, I can't wait for this FTR Briscoes match, dog. Like, FTR Briscoes, my favorite match of the year. Both of them. I'll put both of them as my favorite match of the year. Spoilers for our High Flyer Radio Awards that we'll be doing, man. But these guys just make magic every single time that they're together. Samoa Joe versus Juice Robinson, that's going to be great. I hope Athena wins the world title tonight. I think she kind of deserves it, even though the build to this has been like through Dark. Like, they built this up on Dark, and it's just kind of like, hey, here you go. for those 400,000 of you guys who watch Rampage every week, like, you know, here's a little bone for you, and it's like, yeah, all right, we'll make Rampage watchable, and maybe I'll have some interest, but
It's going to be a good match. Mercedes and Athena, and
That'll be a good match.
now they're starting to work stiff with each other, so it's going to be good. Mercedes is a good solid base for Athena to kind of go around to do her Karanas off of.
Yeah, for sure. But what else do we have here? So we got the Kingdom versus Top Flight. You know, that'll be good. We got Willow versus Trish Adora. That's gonna be great, man. Trish Adora is one of those people that really needs to get in the mix. Like, I don't.
One of my best friends went to high school with Willow Nightingale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can they potentially get me Willow's number?
Oh, they might follow each other on Twitter, so I feel like there's mutuals there.
Willow, if you like light-skinned men with good charisma, let me know. Anyways, I didn't do a good job selling myself there, but hey,
That was terrible.
We'll edit that. We'll edit that at editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just take that part out.
I completely thought he was gonna take it somewhere else. So
yeah, I had to slow it down. You know what I'm saying?
We'll put some auto tune on it. We'll T-Pain that shit. It'll be perfect.
Yep. Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange 2.0. I don't know if we're ever gonna call them 2.0 again. Listen, man,
Shinobi Shadow Squad.
When the time comes for someone to take the Ring of Honor tag titles off of FTR, would I be mad if it was Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange? No, genuinely not, because I fucking love Daddy Magic. I think these guys are incredible in the JAS. They're my favorite part of the JAS. You know, I really hope that they start building them up, because they really haven't had any matches other than Blood and Guts this year. And that amazing promo that Matt Menard cut at the end of Blood and Guts, where he's talking about, you got to do big boy shit. You know, it's time to do big boy shit. You know, he's talking about his son, you know, is making his first steps at home, and he's not there. He's in Blood and Guts. You know, it's good stuff, man.
No thoughts on Shinobi Shadow Squad and Cheeseburger?
Listen, bro, I can't lie, man. Listen, man, I can't lie, bro. I was not keeping up with the ROH product. I am not as familiar with the Shinobi Shadow Squad. Patrick, can you tell me about A1 Mr. Cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger was basically kind of like the Mikey Whipwreck of ROH, but he never won.
Okay.
And he was taken under the wings by Jushin Thunder Liger and started using a bunch of Liger moves, including the palm thrust.
Okay.
So that's Cheeseburger. He's a very skinny man.
I've heard Cheeseburger. I'm like, okay, it's.
I don't know who the other guy is.
I'm looking at Brad's reaction to Cheeseburger.
So is his ring name actually Cheeseburger?
It's just Cheeseburger. Yep.
I mean, that's a chant that I want to hear in the stands one day.
Oh, you do hear that chant?
I'll get it started for you tonight at the show. I'll just do it before the whole show starts. I'm just going to be chanting Cheeseburger the entire time.
And people will be going to the food stand like, where?
Yeah. How much? Who else? Okay, so we've got. Can you say his name again, Patrick?
Oh, Mascara Dorada versus Jeff Cobb. This is going to be a low key banger of a match. Yeah, Dorada is one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah, and Jeff Cobb, man, I fucking love Jeff Cobb. My first exposure to Jeff Cobb was all the way back. It was 2019. When the Inner Circle brought in Jeff Cobb as like the hitman to take out John Moxley on one episode of Dynamite, and ever since I've been like, why is this Jeff Cobb dude not on TV every single week, bro? The big trend of big dudes who know how to do lots of moves these days, man. Jeff Cobb is incredible, bro. Jeff Cobb versus Samoa Joe win, please and thank you.
And I love Haas Luchador matches. Those are always my favorite matches. So I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah. What was this gimmick again? We got Shane Taylor and JD Griffey, Swerve in Our Glory again, bro. When are we gonna break up Keith Lee? Keith Lee and Swerve. I need to see the feud. It feels like we're dragging it so that way we can take it all the way to AEW Revolution, which is all the way in March. And
just break it up.
Yeah. Which is always kind of like my problem with like Tony Khan's pay-per-view booking is he'll have just bullshit happening for like 9 weeks, and then like 2 weeks before the pay-per-view it's like, hey, here's the build, and it's like, what? Like, you couldn't have made that like a little bit more clear the entire time. But I don't know, man. But Dalton Castle and the Boys versus Gates of Agony and Brian Cage. That'll be fun.
I did like that promo they did. I did like the
yeah.
promo.
You watched it?
Yeah.
You watched
Prince-
Rampage?
No, I didn't watch Rampage. I watched the little clip you sent.
Oh, okay.
I will say as a fan of late 2000s ROH, I'm a big Prince Nana fan, so I'm really happy he's back.
Yeah, I think he's a great character. I like that they just like quietly replaced him with Tully Blanchard. Because wasn't it Tully Blanchard? I specifically remember being at Supercard of Honor and they were like, it's Blanchard Enterprises, and then he just disappeared. Like I don't know what happened to Tully. I think FTR killed Tully Blanchard. But that should be fun, man. I'm becoming a big like Brian Cage fan. I really fuck with what that guy's got going on, man. Again, these big guys who just know how to do a lot of moves, man. It's good shit, bro. I need to see Brian Cage as like the TNT champion at some point. I feel like he's made for that. Again, we already hit on Mercedes and Athena. Really hope to see Athena be able to get a big hometown win today. I think that would do a lot for her. Especially
How long has Mercedes been champion?
That's a good fucking question, bro. Because I haven't seen her defend that shit at all, bro. That's a great fucking question, Brad.
I'm just wondering.
Actually, I'm gonna look it up right now. We're going to the ye old iPad. Okay, Mercedes Martinez.
Why should it be something ridiculous like since 2015?
Ring of Honor World Run. No, well, because she won the
May 4th.
interim. Yeah, she won the interim one in like April, and then they unified it at against Deonna Purrazzo. So May 4th. So May, June,
7
July,
months.
August, September, October, November, December.
8 months.
She's been the champion for 8 months.
Yeah, probably time.
And I think every defense other than Serena Deeb, who I thought should have won the title at the last Ring of Honor pay-per-view, I think she's defended it a handful of times on Dark, but I think majority of the time she had the title, she was injured. So I don't know. Mercedes Martinez is one of those people that they just kind of scooped up and were like, well, I guess we'll make a Ring of Honor World Champion or something because we don't really have anything else going on. Yeah, Tony Khan, man, fucking hire Maria Kanellis, bro. I don't know what you're doing. Again, the Samoa. I think she's hired, but he's not taking any creative from anybody, which is like, I don't know, like, and this is something that we go back and forth with on the nerd course sometimes, right? Is we have a lot of opinions and a lot of us have a lot of ideas, and sometimes we listen to other people's ideas and sometimes we're like, nah, I'm not really with that. So I feel as though like Tony Khan's kind of in that boat where he's like, nah, I'm going to do what I want to do. Whether you guys
not
like
listen
it or
to
not.
anything, even if they are good ideas.
Yeah. But when the whole
that's why these cards are so big, right? It's because there's so many people. It's hard to fit everyone in.
Sometimes it's like Tony Khan's like playing with action figures. He's like, I want to do this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's kind of how it feels. And I mean, that's what we've heard from like some of the talent backstage, right? Like Big Swole even said part of the reason why she left was it was like, well, Tony Khan just gets a new toy every month and, plays with it till he gets bored and he moves on to the next one. And then it's like, once you're done with the last one, you don't have anything else for anybody else moving forward. I mean, bro, we've got Samoa Joe versus Juice Robinson. What the hell happened to Wardlow? I thought I was watching the Wardlow feud. What the fuck are we doing? What's happening? And Wardlow, bro. Holy, speaking of toys that Tony Khan just got bored with. Fucking Wardlow, brother.
He was in championship contention and then nothing.
If I got to hear Wardlow's World one more time, bro, I'm done. I can't do the Wardlow. It's I can't do the War Dog, man. It's not my thing. But we've got Chris Jericho versus Claudio Castagnoli again for the main event. Like I thought what happened to Bryan Danielson, bro? What the hell happened to Bryan Danielson? I thought we were telling the story of Bryan Danielson against Jericho to win the Ring of Honor World Championship again for nostalgia. I guess fuck that because MJF wants to feud with Bryan Danielson over William Regal in one of the most convoluted storylines I've seen in quite some time on AEW television. So, I don't know, guys. This pay-per-view is just like a fucking mess to me. Like there was really no build for it. We're just kind of having matches. These matches are going to be great though. Like I'm saying all this from like a perspective
just
of
in the
storylines,
overall
but
storyline, they don't fit anywhere.
yeah,
They're just
And
randomly
it's
put together.
but it's also hard because it's a quote unquote different company, right? That doesn't have TV time, that doesn't have the place to really build besides like the Castagnoli Jericho match maybe or something some of these other ones. They don't have a place to really build their story.
Yep.
Because the television show has to be concerned about the Dynamite people and the Rampage people. And I know these people are also Dynamite people and Rampage people, but it's hard to bring in another quote unquote company in and really build those stories to fill out a story driven card.
yeah.
So are we supposed to be off? This is like a different dimension, kind of, and they're just Samoa Joe can be in this dimension, but in this dimension, he's just going to verse this dude.
Well, I think
it has nothing really to do with the story.
I think one of my biggest qualms of wrestling storytelling has always been that wrestlers seems to be only focused on one feud at a time, and I like the idea of I'm angry at this person and this person and this person all at the same time. I can wrestle this person as some sort of feud. Not saying that they're doing that with this ROH show, but why can't Samoa Joe be angry at both Wardlow and Juice Robinson at the same time? They're people.
Well,
I'm angry at lots of people.
I mean, with Samoa Joe, that actually does make sense because I can see Samoa Joe just angry at everyone.
Right.
I just want to see Samoa Joe muscle buster Juice Robinson on another skateboard like he did a Darby Allin, bro. Because that was incredible.
And then choke Darby out a second time.
Bro, that Samoa Joe, that 10 minutes of the Samoa Joe, man, just being the Samoa Joe was some of the best Samoa Joe action I've seen in a long fucking time. Probably since like the Brock Lesnar Samoa Joe promo where he was like, you want a piece of this, son? Or he said, what was it? And like Brock was like getting like legit heated at Joe and like they were trying to fight and Joe's just like standing there like this big fucking stone oval that he is, just kind of like, bro, you ain't moving me. You damn if you Brock Lesnar, bro. I'm Samoa Joseph. Check the receipt, brother. Check the bloodline. There's Samoan blood over here, son. But yeah, man, that's Ring of Honor Final Battle, and guys, that's pretty much all that we've got here today. This has been a great, spectacular episode of High Flyer Radio. We're winding down. We're getting towards the end of the year, man. We appreciate you guys so much for being here. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pass it down to Patrick first. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it up. Let everybody know where we can find everybody, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. And I'm gonna get on the road.
Sure. You can find me writing movie reviews on drinkingthemovies.com. And yeah, that's really about it. And hopefully I could be on this show more often.
Yeah, man, absolutely, bro. We would love to have you back on. And our man's Keon, Gamer Core. What's going on, man?
Sir, you can find me on twitter.com/Mr. Chillzone, also twitch.tv/Mr. Chillzone, streaming all kinds of video games because I am a variety streamer. And you can also find me on TikTok at Mr. Chillzone and YouTube at Mr. Chillzone.
There you go, man. And homie Brad.
I'm just going to plug what I usually do, and that's the total, thenerdcore.com, or go support all our shows at patreon.com/thenerdcore. You get the Gamer Core, you got the live show possibly tonight, of course, High Flyer, and the normal, regular The Nerdcore show. So go check it out.
Yeah, we do have the Nerdcore live show coming up tonight. We're talking about the Batman Beyond movie being canceled. That was the Michael Keaton Batman movie. Real interesting news going on there, man. Like Brad just said, patreon.com/the Nerdcore. TheNerdcorps, guys. If you guys go there right now, we've got at the $5 tier and above. Or if you guys wait a month, you guys will get the backlog access to all the High Flyer Radio throwback watch-alongs. We've got Halloween Havoc 92, Survivor Series 92, and this upcoming Thursday, guys, we're finishing up our 92 trilogy. We're going to Starrcade 92, the Battle Bowl.
Did everyone have a mustache back then?
Yeah, everybody had to, man. Look at Rick
Except Sting.
Rude, man. Look at Rick Rude, baby. Look at that thing. And then we've also got coming up later in the month. Shout out to Kylie. Kylie's been asking for it. We're gonna do it. The Royal Rumble 2001 watch along. We're gonna go ahead and get that one out to you guys as well. So shout out to all the patrons. And once more, I want to go ahead and before we get out of here, I do want to thank our other sponsor of the show, the homies over there, man. Ambrosia Collective, bro. If you want 5% off, if you want to elevate your physical and your mental states, I'm not lying, bro. I have tons of Ambrosia product. When I get hungry and I don't want to eat something like McDonald's or Wendy's and I don't want to fuck up my mental and my body, bro, I take a scoop of that plant protein, man. The banana maple French toast is incredible. I love the s'mores flavor. The s'mores is incredible. I'm going to be trying out that cinnamon roll soon.
Let me know on the cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I will let you know. I love the Kinetic pre-workout. They don't really use any hard creatine. It's all used with mushroom powder. So it's a lot better for you guys. But once again, ambrosiacollective.com. Use the code the Nerdcorps, THENERDCORPS. Get you 5% off. You guys don't have to sign up for the subscription fee. You can get your 5% off using our code. But guys, that's been it for High Fly Radio. And with that, don't tap out.
Tune in.